Everyone sitting there was waiting for Siya to respond. Everyone wanted to know what Siya's decision would be. All eyes were on Siya and on Manav's face. Siya stands up from her place, takes Manav's hand, and starts leading him towards the door. With her doing this, everyone's hope regarding Siya shatters. The three brothers thought that seeing Grandpa in such a condition, Siya would surely agree to stay here. Mr. Rao thought so too, but he hadn't given it much thought. Ragini, on the other hand, was celebrating in her heart and had already started planning in her mind how she would use this against Siya in just a few seconds. Meanwhile, the mixed expressions of anger, pride, and annoyance were evident on the faces of the others. They had thought that seeing Grandpa's condition, Siya would immediately agree. After that, she would give him a piece of her mind, because last time, Siya had insulted them greatly. Moreover, she had said she would never come back here, and when she would beg them for forgiveness and also apologize to Ragini for all her past mistakes, then they would think about it, and she would be given permission to stay here for a few days for her father's sake. The dream they had seen with open eyes in the daylight was shattered by Siya like a balloon being popped. Everyone's face had very different expressions. Even the doctor hadn't expected Siya to do something like this. A sense of disappointment arose in their hearts. Dr. Rao was the family doctor of the Rao family, and he had a good understanding of everything happening in the Rao family. He also knew what the matter was between Ragini and Siya. Therefore, seeing Siya's reaction, he understood that she was still upset. But he hadn't thought that Siya would hold on to her anger regarding Grandpa's health. On the other hand, in the garden of the Rao family, Siya was standing under a tree with Manav. From then until now, Manav hadn't said a word, and Siya was just looking at him. When her patience reached its limit, she stepped forward, looked at Manav, and asked, "Kadus, what do you think about this? What do you think I should do?" Hearing her question, Manav looks into her eyes for a moment and then says, "This time I won't say anything. This decision is yours. You can do what you want. I have never stopped you before, nor will I stop you now." Hearing his response, Siya gets irritated and says, "I don't want this answer. Answer the question I asked. I don't understand what to do and what not to do. My heart says to go to Grandpa, but my mind says there's no need for that. I shouldn't stay here. I'm very confused." Manav says, "Look, Siya, even though I am your guardian, you are an adult girl. Therefore, I cannot interfere in your personal decisions at all. So whatever your decision is, tell me. Then I will tell you what to do next. But first, you tell me what you want." After thinking for a moment, Siya says, "Kadus, why don't we take Grandpa with us? He will stay with me there, and I won't have to stay here. Can we do that?" She said this very innocently and naively. She felt that she could do that. Hearing such a response from Manav, a teasing smile appears in his eyes, and looking at Siya, he says, "I thought you would be a little sensible, but you have proven me wrong again. What do you think? You will go to those people sitting inside and tell them that you will take their head of the family with you, and they will let you do this happily?" Hearing his words, she feels a bit embarrassed because somewhere there was a person. Then she hesitantly says, "So what should I do? I don't want to stay here. I don't want to see their faces. Whenever I come here, those memories start swirling in my mind. The same things start repeating in front of my eyes. Even though I want to forget all that and move on, I want to be strong. There is something that reminds me of those wounds. And this house is the very thing that always deepens my wounds. But on the other, hand. It is also true that it is Grandpa who made me realize that I am not an orphan. I have a family. When I came here, no one accepted me, but it was Grandpa who accepted me. He always took care of everything for me. He loved me, gave me a sense of belonging, made me feel the love of family, and protected me. Today, when I see him in such a condition, my heart aches. I can't see him like this. I want the old version of my grandpa back, whose one glance would silence everyone and whose voice would make others tremble. While saying this, she hugs Manav and says, I don't want to leave you. I want to stay with you. If I stay here, I won't be able to come to you. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to. As she spoke, her grip on Manav tightened. Manav was still looking at her. She had said so much, but there were no expressions on Manav's face. He was still looking at Siya. After a moment, he holds her by the shoulders, pulls her a little away, and looking into her eyes, he says, Have you done something wrong? Do they think about you like that? Is it true? Are you afraid of them? In response, Siya says, I haven't done anything wrong. The wrong ones are those people. Why should I be afraid of them? Hearing this, Manav says, Then face them here. Lado for yourself. Be happy, as I always say. I am always with you. But you have to fight the troubles that come your way. I will teach you. Yes. If you fall, if you lose, then I will come. But you have to start. You have to try. And right now, many accusations have been placed on you. Things you never did. People still misunderstand you, and you say nothing. I believe that not every action needs to be explained to everyone, and there's no need to waste time. But when it comes to your character, you should know how to give a fitting reply to anyone and prove yourself. And you are not a descendant of the charitable Karna, who will just give away your rights, your things, and leave. Look, Siya, this is a very selfish world, and there is no place for love and belonging in this world. Here, there is a place for power and money. Those who have it, the world bows down to them, and those who don't have it, the whole world crushes them underfoot. That's why the decision should always be ours, whether we want to be the one who makes the world bow down or the one who bows down before the world. Hearing his words, Siya was somewhat understanding what he was saying. Just twirling her finger on the quartz vessel, she says, I understand, and I have enough courage, but you can't leave our home, Leela, Auntie, all of that. Manav places his hand on her waist, pulls her closer, and holding her face with one hand, looking into her eyes, says, I think, darling, you have misunderstood something. To which Siya looks at him and asks, What misunderstanding? Manav brings his face closer to hers and says, That you will always stay. Absolutely not. You will never go away from me. I will never let that happen. Just for a few days, I am giving you permission to stay here. Understood? So never think that you can leave me and go somewhere else, or come here. You have to stay with me, and you can't stop yourself from doing that. Make sure this thought is firmly planted in your mind. Siya was looking into his eyes, listening to his words, and as she listened, her heart was filled with a different kind of happiness, restlessness, and anxiety. Her heart was racing, and all of this was adding to the tension between them, the distance that had already been created. Initially, Siya considered Manav just her legal guardian and herself a student under him. But gradually, she was learning to assert her rights over him. She was enjoying fighting, arguing, and sulking with him. She didn't even realize when they had moved beyond being just a legal guardian and student to becoming special for each other. And whenever Manav said such things to her or spoke, she felt a different kind of happiness within herself. And she also wanted to assert her rights over Manav in a similar way, but she could never do that